Archangel Michael says, "A black-robed sadhu chanted your name 3 times at midnight. This message will shock you." The hour was deeper than midnight when the wind became still and the stars seemed to lean in closer to earth, listening. In a place forgotten by men but known to spirits, a black-robed sadhu bent over an ancient fire whose flames did not burn but whispered. He had not spoken for 7 days, but tonight he whispered your name, once, and the flame trembled. Twice, and the wind stirred. Thrice, and the heavens sent a sign. Your name rose into the ether like incense, stirring the divine forces who have watched you quietly, patiently, for a long time. This was not a curse. It was not a chant of judgment. It was the call to reveal. Because what has been hidden from you for years, the secrets, the manipulations, the silent prayers of others who tried to block your light, cannot remain hidden any longer. God is moving now. The veil is lifting. You are being summoned not to fear but to awaken. Heaven has heard. The time has come. And what you are about to hear will shake the foundations of what you believed. You have wondered why things felt unsettled, why peace visited you only briefly and then disappeared. You cried out in the quiet, asking God if He still walks beside you. He does. He never left. And now, He speaks directly, so that no lie can stand before you anymore. Your name has been named. Not only in prayers and chants, but in legal places, in whispers behind your back, in places where others thought you would never hear. But God hears everything, and now He speaks. Finally, God is exposing, you are named in a will. But this person, this one who smiled at you, this one who shared food at your table, is now challenging it in court. They do not believe you deserve what was passed to you. They are trying to remove your name in silence, thinking no one would notice. But heaven notices. Do not be afraid. Even now, as papers are moved, as words are argued in rooms you have not entered, angels stand at every door. What is rightfully yours will not be taken. What was written by the will of the departed, a soul who trusted you, who believed in you, who saw through the noise and honored you, will not be erased by the will of envy. There is a woman involved in this. You have sensed her intentions before. You may have dismissed them as shadows in your own heart, but those shadows were not yours. They were warnings. The very one who pretended to guide, to support, is the one who quietly gathered lawyers, whispered to judges, and hoped to turn the world against you. She thinks she is wise. She thinks she has won. But what she does not know is that divine justice walks ahead of earthly systems. The Archangel Michael stands between you and her plans. His sword is not of this world, and his judgment is swift. But God is patient, even with those who betray. That is why He has waited. But the waiting is over. From April 29th to May 2nd, you will begin to see signs. You will notice names coming up more than once. You will overhear something not meant for your ears. You will feel a strange stillness followed by an urgent stirring, and when that happens, do not dismiss it. That is the Spirit waking you. God has already seen the outcome of this court challenge. He has already marked you for favor. What was meant to be stolen will be restored sevenfold. The inheritance, not just of money, but of honor, truth, restoration, will fall into your hands not by human help, but by divine command. There is an old man, perhaps you knew him or perhaps you only heard stories. He passed silently but loved deeply. He saw you clearly, not through the filters of gossip or manipulation, but through spirit. His passing felt sudden. Many things were left unsaid. But his will was not incomplete. He made sure your name was there. He did not tell the others because he knew their hearts. But God knows, and the pages have been read in heaven already. This is why the Sadhu chanted your name. This is why the midnight fires stirred. This is why you are reading these words right now. You have been feeling tired for a reason. Not just physically, but spiritually. You've been carrying burdens that were not yours to carry. You've been absorbing the heaviness of unspoken jealousy, of unrecognized grace. But the Lord says, rest now. For what you feared would collapse is about to be rebuilt in gold. That which was delayed will arrive not late, but right on divine time. A voice from the other side speaks through the Spirit. It says, I left something for you. Do not let them take it. It is not just wealth. It is memory. It is healing. It is proof that someone saw your worth when others did not. This voice belongs to someone who once held your hand in silence. Maybe a grandparent, or a distant relative. Maybe someone you thought forgot about you. But they did not forget. They left a key behind. That key is spiritual first, then material. You are about to discover a letter, or a message, or a sign. It will be small, folded, hidden, or dismissed as insignificant. But when you find it, you will know. It will speak directly to you. It will remind you of who you are, of who you've always been. Do not doubt yourself. They will try to make you question everything, your memories, your intentions, even your goodness. But your roots go deeper than their manipulation. You were chosen. You were blessed long before they ever knew you existed. Do not waste your breath arguing with those who will never understand. The court may be theirs for a moment, but justice belongs to God. The angels say, your calm is your greatest weapon. Your peace is your loudest testimony. They expect rage, give them silence. They expect retreat, let God go before you. There will be a shift in the wind on the third day. Someone unexpected will come to your defense, not out of loyalty, but because truth compels them. They have kept quiet, but they can no longer ignore what is happening. This will be a turning point. You are not alone. Archangel Michael walks beside you, not with fury, but with clarity. His voice whispers, "Do not be afraid." What was spoken over fire has now reached heaven's gates. God will be with you. Rest assured. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. This moment is not about what you lose, it is about what is revealed. You are about to see people's true faces. Some will hurt. Others will confirm what you already suspected. But above all, you will find your own face again, the one not distorted by guilt, fear, or manipulation. You will see yourself as heaven sees you. You will be surprised by who reaches out to you. Some who once ignored you will suddenly want to talk. Do not rush to open your heart to everyone. Test the Spirit. Ask God for confirmation. If someone says, "I just felt I needed to check on you," ask yourself, why now? The one who challenges the will is not your enemy, they are your test. God is watching how you respond. Walk with dignity. Speak with mercy. But do not bow to lies. God is about to restore your reputation. What they spoke in whispers will be exposed in light. You will not need to defend yourself, the evidence is coming. A paper will go missing temporarily, and then reappear. This delay is not sabotage. It is divine positioning. Wait for it. A dream will come, perhaps more than one, showing you a road, a door, and a person standing between. Pay attention to who that person is. It may not be who you think. This dream will reveal what your waking mind cannot see. It will confirm your next step. You are about to receive something unexpected through the mail. It may seem small, a letter, a notice, a legal update, but hidden in its words is proof that God is still ahead of you. Open it with faith. The sadness you've been feeling, the heaviness, that is not your fault. It is a reaction to the spiritual turbulence around you. You are sensitive because you are called. But soon, peace will return, and this time it will stay. An old photograph, a scent from childhood, or a strange sense of déjà vu, these are not accidents. They are heaven's breadcrumbs. Follow them. Do not be surprised if someone asks for forgiveness soon. They may not say the right words. They may be clumsy in their approach. But their heart has been stirred by God. You don't have to trust them again, but you can release the burden. This isn't just about money or property. It's about identity. You are not just a name on a page. You are a name whispered in heaven. A name that was chanted by a sadhu at midnight because the Spirit chose you. Because God marked you. Because your time has come. You will not lose this battle. You may not understand every step, but God does. And He is walking before you. The inheritance is not delayed. It is protected. Now is the time to pray, not out of desperation, but with confidence. Tell God what you need. Speak honestly. He is listening more closely than ever before. And when it feels like nothing is happening, remember, the sadhu chanted your name at midnight, and that chant shook heaven's door. Now, heaven is responding. Archangel Michael says, a black-robed sadhu chanted your name 3 times at midnight. This message will shock you. The air was still, and the night was deeper than any before. Beneath a sky veiled in thick shadow, where stars hid their faces and the moon stood silent, the chant was spoken. Your name, 3 times, rising like incense into realms unseen. The robe swayed like waves of morning silk, and the ground trembled not with fear, but with reverence. Something ancient was being unlocked. Something long concealed was stepping out of silence. And it concerns you. For what you think you know about your life, your family, your truth, your legacy, it is not complete. God has watched you sitting at the edge of a decision you don't even know you're about to face. In the quiet hours, He has heard your prayers, the broken ones, the whispered ones, and the ones you didn't have strength to finish. And He answers not with thunder, but with a revelation. You are named in a will. You are the one chosen. But the one who knows this truth is not at peace. That person, who once sat beside you, smiling at the table, is now in court, challenging everything. This is not an accident. The black-robed sadhu was not of this world. He was sent as a divine witness, an earthly echo of a celestial truth. When he chanted your name, he pulled it from the pages of a divine record. Heaven has recorded your inheritance, but earth is resisting. This is why your spirit has felt unsettled lately. You wake in the middle of the night, your chest tight, your dreams distorted. You've tried to explain it away, but God says, it is the pressure of truth trying to break into your life. And now the veil is tearing. You are going to see people's faces change. You will hear words you were never meant to hear. You will stumble across documents that were once hidden. The person who smiles in the light may rage in the dark. But you must not be afraid. God says, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. Not this time. Not now. You are safe because God has placed His fire around you. This message isn't just about money. It's about a legacy stolen. A memory twisted. A future redirected without your consent. But heaven is reversing what was done. The person who is challenging the will, their motives were never pure. They were informed long before you were. They knew this day would come. They knew your name was written. That is why they're moving quickly, spinning lies, forging alliances, dragging shadows into courtrooms. But listen closely, their case will not stand. Even now, the angels are moving. They are shifting pages, rearranging outcomes, disarming plots. Every lie spoken against you will unravel. Every legal thread they try to pull will snap. Because your name was not added by man. It was whispered to the writer by God. And no court can silence his decree. The black-robed Sadhu was a sign. He did not appear in that hour by chance. He came as a sign that the midnight is about to turn. A new day is dawning, but not without thunder. The person who is challenging you, their energy comes from resentment. They believe they are owed everything. They have said behind closed doors, they don't deserve this. It was never meant for them. But heaven says otherwise. Heaven says, I watched when the seed was planted. I saw who watered it. I saw who stayed up at night worrying over it. I saw who was quiet when others were loud. I saw who waited and trusted and cried. And it was you. This is not just a court battle. It is a battle of words, of faith, of patience. You will need to be still even when provoked. You will need to be silent even when shouted at. And when you do speak, let your words carry the weight of prayer. Archangel Michael will be near you. You will notice signs. Coins, feathers, sudden winds, flickering lights. These are confirmations. You are not alone. Finally, God is exposing the truth. You have been named, not just in a legal will, but in a divine destiny. Your inheritance has been contested, but the verdict from heaven has already been spoken. The court of man will take time. There will be days you feel forgotten. You may be called foolish. You may feel betrayed. But God is not late. What He wrote cannot be erased. The person challenging the will is being driven by something unseen. They feel desperate. They have secrets, debts, deals, things they thought no one would uncover. But God is uncovering them now. Slowly, deliberately, the layers are peeling back. Emails will surface. Messages will be recovered. Someone close to them will speak, not because they want to, but because they're tired of lying. Your name will be cleared. You may hear accusations. You may feel your name dragged into stories that are not yours. Stay calm. You will not have to fight the way you think. The battle will belong to God. Your job is to trust, to pray, and to remain rooted in the truth. You are not here by accident. This will, this name, this challenge, it is all part of a divine orchestration. And in the quiet moments ahead, you will feel something strange, peace. A deep, divine peace that doesn't make sense. It will come when you hear the next insult. It will rest on your shoulders when you see their lawyer. Because God will be whispering to you, this outcome is already finished. I am walking with you through it not because I need to, but because I love you. Your name was chanted at midnight for a reason. That hour is sacred. That chant was a summons to the divine. It was not a curse, it was an announcement. The heavens are alert. You are being watched not just by angels, but by generations who came before you. Those who prayed for you before you even existed. They are with you now. They are calling your name. You are not alone. This is not the end of your story, it is a beginning, disguised in conflict. A hidden gift wrapped in controversy. But when it opens, your life will shift. Not just financially. Not just legally. Spiritually. Emotionally. You will remember who you are. You will remember what was promised to you long ago, before the disappointment, before the betrayal, before the silence. The promise still stands. Let this be the moment you choose peace over panic. Let this be the moment you lift your eyes and say, God, I trust you. Say it even if your voice shakes. Say it even if your heart is tired. Because something holy is breaking through. The courtroom cannot contain it. The papers cannot define it. The challenge cannot block it. It is your time. And in the end, when the dust settles and the judgment is read, you will not be the one who is ashamed. You will stand, not by your strength, but by grace. People who doubted you will remember this moment. They will not understand how you stood so still, how you looked so calm, how you were not destroyed by their plotting. But you will know. You will remember the sadhu. You will remember the chant. You will remember this message. And you will know that God kept you. If you believe in God, type Amen, subscribe for more.